Hello, I hope all is progressing well. My name is Kevin Dufresne. Welcome to I Don't Know, We Can Talk About It, where we discuss myriads of topics civilly, reasonably, and responsibly. We're going to jump into our first two topics. Immigrant presence in an educational atmosphere, beneficial or not? Arguably, concerning the evidence that we have in the article, one may assess that immigrant presence in an educational atmosphere can be beneficial. It is beneficial due to variety of learning parameters as well as social parameters. Considering evidence at large, having an immigrant base as an American foundation, though considering colonization, an immigrant base creates an atmosphere of diversity, not only of mind, the cultural approaches the individuals present, create an atmosphere that all individuals within adhere to respectfully, mindfully, whether for more understanding or other learning avenues. I think looking at the importance of diversity, looking at what broadening perspectives can do, especially in learning cultural environments, one may assess benefits of inclusion and diversity within civil, safe educational environments. Considering educators, education branches from all areas of learning across history, across ethnicities, and develops through individuals reflecting culturally as well as branching multiculturally, benefits of integrative learning concerning individuals, human beings, as well as learning parameters of which human beings are aware from myriad perspectives, is ideal for a learning environment. Considering America is one of the most diverse countries in the world, I think reflects how beneficial diversity is across myriad industries, myriad facets of learning, facets of being, understanding. I'm always supportive of diversity toward good, establishing civil environments, championing learning in the best ways possible, always with the mindset that one may improve. Our next topic is of an article bringing in good advice after / while covering the developments of learning post-COVID. During the pandemic, learning shifts occur, data shifts happen, all data seems correlative, though instances show causative to outcomes of students during the pandemic, post the pandemic. Highlighting benefits of learning growth through tests, as well as weighting outcomes, is wonderful. I think the article presents wonderful avenues to continue progressing. I really want to highlight an important factor of life, though particular to our conversation here about varying shifts of learning and outcomes, and how any shift in scales as nation size, international size, across an industry, education-wise here particularly, happen, though need parameters to shift supportively, moving from an emergency funding mindset toward an actual preparation to shift a certain parameter if, in case, a situation similar to a pandemic or any branching effects from there happens. Ideally, considering so many expansions are happening and so many aspects of educational atmospheres are at the table, practically with developments in relation to supporting educational atmospheres better in any type of situation that may happen, I think more resolves will come to the table. Though considering developments at large, as well as considering what works integrally on incremental levels, monitoring of developments needs to be consistent with the data supplementation, considering a factor of consistent change within an educational atmosphere, which is inclusive, though apart from considering emergency funding or emergency situations. The other part is to really just look at learning in general, the variances outside of the standardization measure that needs acknowledgement. What of other potential learning environments outside of an educational atmosphere that benefit a student that may not necessarily be receiving support from data because of not being a part of data gathering. For example, a student may develop a skill outside of an academic atmosphere that no one is aware of, a skill that may be popular, that perhaps is not under the radar in a professional sense, though is under the radar in a particular educational environment. All right. Now, it's time for some origami. Today's origami requires a bit of artistic skill. Origami is really wonderful for the brain and cultural practice I appreciate. I remember learning from the Japanese culture. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this origami piece. We're going to go corner to corner. That's it. We just go corner to corner. We're going to fold up one part here. Then we're going to take the other side and fold up the other side here. Now, due to me folding it up about halfway, I'm going to double check the instructions, which you can find at the bottom of the YouTube link, just to ensure that half fold is necessary. And it is a half fold. So from here, I'm just going to go about now fold it across. Okay? So I'm going to fold this across, and I'm going to fold the other side across. Now, I really want it to be pretty even. So if you feel like one side is longer than the other, then just make the adjustment where you need to make the adjustment. But what we have here now is, see, fold and fold. There. The next step is to actually turn the page over. And here I'll get a little bit of assistance. Okay, so turn this in. I'm gonna fold it out in a corner here. We want to fold it out along the lines here. Kind of want to have it going up at an angle. All right. So we fold it out at this angle. Then we take the other side and we fold it out at this angle. Okay. Okay. Next thing is just gonna go to the instructions, turn it over, and here we kind of make our little dog ears. So I will likely have to make more of an angle, but we can make our little dog ears, pull them back here. Okay, so we're pulling these corners back over here. Right there, we pull them corners back, and well, voila! This is what we have. We have our Boston Terrier, and if you have a pencil or marker, you can just draw in some eyes and enjoy your origami dog. What up, dog? All right. So, our next topic concerns a book. Of course, I enjoy reading books, and I'm going to talk to you about acupressure and reflexology. Initially, I look up acupressure and reflexology to be more of a mindful romantic partner, romantic life partner. I find the information quite interesting, quite valuable. The text offers a different sense of healing, which I appreciate. I think information of the sort can be beneficial with healing. I do believe in the importance of massage therapy, physical therapy, therapeutic measures that any athlete, even non-athlete, that may be working in an exercising aerobic capacity may benefit from. As a part of good health, I think acupressure and reflexology, especially by a professional, though if one dabbles in learning, as I have, one may find benefit, can be very, very wonderful to have in one's awareness, in one's practice. The information within the text does require reviewing. I think ideal situation is to consider the major points of qi, yin yang, and practice of techniques, then applying to key areas of which resonate with one most. As acupressure and reflexology techniques tend to pinpoint directly for situational purposes. I think being aware of a few can be beneficial with the techniques, especially because one may be more easily apt to finding a point that resonates with an idea in mind that makes sense for oneself or another. For example, if one is like, headaches. Everyone is susceptible to a headache, so I know exactly where to apply a particular pressure, how to apply a particular technique in a particular space on someone's body to alleviate any tensions from a headache, so as to ease one into a happier, headache-less life. I think the text is wonderful to have in one's awareness, and as a beginner text, I think the text offers a lot of value, especially for one that is seeking to learn, implement, though may not necessarily have an inclination beyond the text to further educate on any of the subjects in more depth sense. Thank you for joining me for another episode of I Don't Know, We Can Talk About It. Onward and Upward, Kevin Dufresne.